G'day to you all on YouTube. Today, let's take a look at my Mitchell 10 HPZ skindiver. Mitchell made these watches in the early 60s, and they were targeted towards the outdoorsman as well as the sports waterman. Mitchell, the company, they produced fishing reels, and they also produced, for a very short amount of time, a line of water sport watches. Mitchell now is related to the brand Abu Garcia, which also makes fishing reels. These watches were known as Mitchell Outdoorsman skin divers, and this example dates to 1962. I purchased it from the original owner, who was a carpenter. This one is rated to 10 HPZ, which basically translates to 10 atmospheres of water pressure or 100 meters. This one is kind of a rare configuration because you have a 100-meter water resistance rating, you have a diver's bezel, and you have an all-steel case and an ETA automatic movement. The majority of Mitchells were produced in chromed, brass, or base metal cases, whereas this one is signed all stainless steel. Additionally, it has a ETA automatic movement. I think it runs at ETA 2452, which is pretty high quality. It has 23 joules. And there are also other ones that run a ETA with 25 joules. The vast majority of these Mitchell skin divers are actually running either automatic or hand-wound French movements. But I think the ones to look out for and get are the ones that have ETA autos. This watch measures 37 millimeters in diameter, and from the bottom to the top of the bubble acrylic crystal, you're probably looking at 10.5 millimeters in thickness, which is extremely thin wearing. And without the crystal, you're more looking towards maybe 8 millimeters in thinness or thickness. It has a die bezel, which is also uncommon. A lot of these came without a bezel itself. The bezel is made out of some type of acrylic plastic. I'm not really sure exactly what the term is for this plastic, but it is a polymer of some sort. In the back in the day, this would have been bidirectional friction and would have rotated both ways. My example, the bezel is a little bit stuck. I'm pretty sure it's just dirt underneath the bezel, but I really don't feel like trying to free it because these bezels can be a little bit fragile. This one, as you can see, has some wear on the edges, but I think it looks pretty cool with all the honest wear. It has a unsigned push-pull crown, which is very common for skin divers. I'm not actually sure that this is the original crown, as it seems a little bit small for the case. However, it does kind of looks in proportion. But I would say pretty much all of these Mitchell skin divers I've seen have unsigned crowns. So perhaps it's correct. I'm not sure. The dial itself is, I would say, a masterwork in quality. It is a all gloss, shiny black dial. It is very inky, very nicely done. One of my favorite parts of this watch is the Mitchell logo or the script. It's written in cursive, and I think it's just very, very appealing. They really knew how to make something really, really classy back in the day. The dial is loomed in radium. So you have big radium markers pretty much all the way around. And then you have a Magnum Maxi handset, which are very similar to also the French ZRCs. They're almost paddle-like, and they hold so much radium lume. It's absolutely stunning. Back in the day, this thing would have lit up like a torch. But yeah, radium dial, radium hands. Probably will really give off a lot of radiation, and will probably light up a Geiger counter. I believe, so I've been reading on the effects of radium and wearing a radium watch. It's probably, the research tends to suggest that it's okay to wear a radium watch. Just don't wear it every day, and I don't with this. Most of the emitted particles are absorbed by the crystal as well as the case back, so it should be fine. However, it's not advised to actually open this a radium dialed watch by yourself, as the radium particles or the radium lume could be disintegrating and flaking off. You really don't want to breathe that in, and it also emits radon gas, which is linked to lung cancer. So I think it's okay to wear it, every now and then. I'm just cautious about putting it up to my face as well as opening it up, which I will not do. But yeah, so I think these are extremely attractive. If you're looking for one, the prices tend to be trending up. These used to be really, really unknown, and you could get them for a song maybe 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. But as of the last 5 years, these have gone pretty hot. And if you were to be buying one, I would suggest for the chrome, non-steel, non-diver bezel cases, you're probably looking to pay around $500, maybe $400 to $500. And then for a nice example of these with the ETA autos and the 10HPZ with the diver bezel and the stainless steel case, you're probably looking at around 800 plus, which I think is still a relative bargain in the world of attractive vintage skin divers. I think these Mitchells are probably my favorite skin divers next to the Titus Calypsomatics, which the Calypsomatics is probably the king skin divers, but I would say this is probably number 2. But yeah, really, really cool little watch, and still very undervalued in my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something new, and I hope you guys have a great day.